hardcore boxing news, and that's what's up, man. And that's what's up, man. Okay, you gonna come on here and just break news just like that, huh?
This is Dollar.
Hey, it's your boy Jay, hardcore boxing news. What you got going on, bro? We out of here. Hey, it's your boy Jay, hardcore boxing news, back at you with what's happening in the world of boxing today. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. If you can hear the sound of my voice right now, that's letting me know that God is giving you that gracious opportunity to do it one more again. And I'm so glad that I am in the number. He allowed me to see this beautiful Monday morning, Memorial Day weekend. Everybody is off. Well, at least I hope you all are off and going to have a good day today, doing some barbecuing, doing some stuff around the house, or just kick back, chilling and chillaxing. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Enjoy your day any way you choose to do so, man, and be okay with it, man. But listen here, I'm so glad to be before you all again in the morning. But I tell you what, before we go any further, let's get our morning motivation going, and then we're going to move from there just to find out who's hanging out with us, man. I know y'all lazy this morning, just trying to get it together. You dig, and I feel you on that for sure. So let's move forward, y'all.
Let me tell you something. Sometimes the most powerful move you can make in life is no move at all. Just step back and get quiet. Because silence isn't weakness. It's strength under control. It's pain turned into wisdom. It's discipline wrapped in patience. You see, there comes a point in your life when you stop chasing people. You stop explaining yourself to those who are committed to misunderstanding you, and you start focusing on you, your peace, your growth, your calling. You learn that not every battle is yours to fight. Not every insult deserves your attention. Not every person is meant to go where you're going. And that's when it happens. That's when everything starts to shift. You ever sit in a room full of noise, people talking, opinions flying, chaos swirling, and feel like your spirit is telling you to just be still? That's not you being weak. That's your soul whispering, let them talk, let them spin, let them guess. Because silence, real silence, is a form of strength most people will never understand. In a world that tells you to react, to post, to clap back, to scream your side of the story, silence becomes a rare and dangerous discipline. People will call you distant. They'll call you cold. They'll say you've changed. And you know what? They're right. You have changed. You've grown. You've learned that peace is not found in proving points. It's found in knowing who you are without having to announce it. That's maturity. That's power. And most of all, that's freedom. There is a special kind of energy in the one who doesn't respond. The one who no longer feels the need to defend every move, explain every step, justify every decision. You start realizing that not everyone is worthy of your energy. Some people are just noise in your journey.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. And the real ones, they're going to continue on rocking with you. And the ones that move on, that's because that's how it's supposed to be, man. Sometimes people are in your life just for a season, you dig, and you have to be able to be okay with it, and they as well. But more importantly, man, you need to be able to do what you feel though is best for you in your life, man, no matter how other people may feel about it. Because when it's all said and done, the only person that is going to be able to stand before God when your situation comes up is you. You dig? And I just want to be able to say, you know what, God, this is how I wanted to do it. And I'm here to accept the goodness or badness from it, because every decision we make might not be the best one, you dig? but be okay with it if you have made that decision, man, and pull up your big boy pants and accept the consequences or the blessings from it, man. But listen here, man, it's good to be back in the hangout as usual, and I like to see. Look at that DoorDash calling me, man. I'm totally done with y'all. Y'all got me pissed off today. But yeah, for sure, man. Let's see who is in the hangout this morning, rocking out. A little slim this morning, but I know they will start coming in here. You dig? Oh my goodness, DoorDash, please stop. All righty. So first of all, we got Mike Rim. It's him. He in the building this morning, and hold on one second, y'all. Let me pull everything up on my phone so that way I am not going back and forth. Let me see. Get that. Okay. Copy and move it forward. Okay. Oh, snap. No. Come on, man. All right. We got Mike Rim in the building, and Mike says, what you got going on, Mike? This computer is doing funny business this morning. He said, good morning, everybody, and happy holidays, and hell no. And he's saying hell no to the topic and title. If it catches fire, it could definitely beat Mayweather versus Pacquiao. And that's what Crawford said about his upcoming fight with him and Canelo. He feel though that it can outdo Mayweather versus Pacquiao numbers. And you know their pay-per-view numbers was like 4 million. Okay. So I'm with Mike. Hell no. I don't think it will go. Next, we got BJ33 in the building. He says, salute to Jay in the hangout. Top of the morning. Top of the morning to you as well, BJ33. Next, we got another boxing channel presented by B. Shreezy Picks. He said, good morning to the hangout family. Good morning to you, Shreezy. Next, you got me. I'm dealing with some customer service. Bear with me. Then we got my big homie in the building, man. Brother Marvin McDowell. He said, hey, Jay, good to hear you. Let's keep it going. My man, I appreciate that, bro. I'm definitely going to get up with you this week. Have a wrap. Might even slide down to the gym this week. Mike Grimm said, I say that because Crawford fans are super fire stickers. Macau B is in the building. He said, salute, Jay. And the chat, salute to you, Macau. What's you got going on this morning? Okay, there go my broski right there, Kenneth Plague. What's up, broski? He said, good morning, my bro, and everyone. Good morning to you as well, man. But there it is, man. We got a short list right now, but that's okay. I know they will fall in. And if not, whoever's supposed to be here will be here. Speaking of being here, look who's in the building. Real prison talk with Tommy. And you know he gonna be in here because we talking about his favorite guy, Budrick Crawford, man. For sure. We're gonna have some conversation, man, about what Budrick said and a whole bunch of other stuff about boxing as usual. But before we go any further, man, we want to speak to the people we cannot see. And you know who they are. Our mighty warriors. Yes, indeedy. Shout out to the mighty warriors. And shout out also to the Peekaboo Shorties, man. Yes, indeed. Y'all know who y'all are. Yeah. One more time. Peekaboo. Shout out to the Peekaboo community, man. Shout out to my guy, Tampa Ron, down there in Tampa, Florida. He is the president of the Mighty Warriors. Shout out to him. Shout out to Miss Christine Givens, also is the queen of the Peekaboo crew. Shout out to her too, man, for sure. And shout out to everybody else, man, that is peekabooing. Yes, indeed, the mighty void. And shout out to the channels that watch in silence, man. Yes, indeedy, man. They closet JB tears, man. Yes, indeedy. They really want to get down, but pride and all that type of stuff prevents them from getting on board. But it's all good. I appreciate the viewership for sure. Yes, indeedy. And one day you too will be a JBT crew, man. For sure. But listen here, man, it is definitely good to be back in the building this morning, man. We had some boxing this weekend. It was a little light, you know what I mean? Josh Taylor took his third defeat, you dig? And now the words of what is it called? Retirement is starting to rear its ugly head. He's, contemplating on actually stop fighting, man. I don't know. Only he would know that, man. And I guess that's a decision that he will have to make. Hardcore Boxing News 45 at Gmail. What am I missing? Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's only he can make that decision, man. Only he can make that decision. And I mean, still a young man. Still a young man, I mean, I done seen people come back from 3 consecutive losses and become world champion again. So anything is possible, man. It depends on how he feels about it, man. You know what I mean? Louis, if he still wants to be that competitive person, man, and he still got his health and everything, I guess that's a decision he will have to make. But if you don't have it in your mind to do it, I wouldn't do it, because let me tell you something. This sport is a very jealous sport. Uh-oh, making a loud noise. Let me turn that down. There we go. It's a jealous sport, and it definitely wants its all from you, man, for sure, without a doubt. Mike B said, hey, if y'all haven't heard of Avis Griffin, go check him out. That brother has a powerful story and inspired a guy like me. Boxing saves lives. It saved mine. Okay, I'll check that out. Avis Griffin. Okay. We got legacy remains, everything else fades is in the building. He says, salute on J Hardcore. What it do, family? Peace in the chat. Much love and respect. Appreciate that, my guy, for sure, man. Yes, indeedy, man. But yeah. What, anybody do anything fine and fab tablets this weekend? Yeah, anybody? I know Mike Rim celebrated his birthday, and I know he said he had a good time, man. So I'm happy about that, man, for sure. You dig? We had a little birthday party for him online the other day. You dig? He turned 63 years old. You dig? So, hey, man, keep moving and grooving. But I tell you what, man, y'all know what I'm gonna need right now. I'm gonna need me a station break, man. So, get a little bit of coffee mint in me right now, and then we're gonna move forward with what we got going on in boxing. Let's get that coffee break, y'all.
It's time for a station break, y'all. So grab that cup of coffee. Take you a sip. Smell that aroma. Now back to the show.
I feel you on that, Big Dre, for sure. Okay, I see my big homie just came in the building. Shout out to Cash Sports, man. 2 o'clock sharp is in the building. Salute to you, big homie. The box historian. Only the JBT has the box historian, man. For sure. Cash Sports always bringing us amazing boxing history, man. And I always say, if you don't learn something on his show, obviously you have a learning disability. Actually, That's the first time I said it that way, though. You did for sure. So y'all make sure y'all check out the big homie Cash Sports, man, because he's always doing a magnificent job, always, without a doubt. And he says good morning to everybody with the boxing glove, for sure. So yeah, man, my life has tweaked a little bit. It tweaked a little bit, and how has it tweaked a little bit? Mama Son moved in this weekend, man. Yes, indeedy. We moved my mom in this Saturday, man, and I'm definitely delighted to have her there. She's already getting on my nerve, and I'm more than sure I'm getting on her nerve as well. You dig? I didn't realize how much stuff this woman has, man. My body is still sore. I am sore from the move, and we had got a 20-foot truck, and we was able to get everything in the truck on one swoop. So I was happy about that. The whole ordeal, we started at 7:30, and we were finished by 12 o'clock noon. You dig? And I had my sons, three of my sons and myself uh, got it done, man. My three sons, even though I got four, the other one had to go to work. So me and my three sons, man, they got it done. You dig? And yeah, she's here, man. She has moved in. She is in the bed. I done already dropped her off this morning because when I went out this morning, she said she needed to go back up to her condo and do some broom cleaning because you know they always say make sure the place is broom clean. Da 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 da. And also, I guess saying goodbye to some of her neighbors because I called her the mayor of the retirement community that she lives at. You dig? So I'll be picking her up after this show is over. So yeah, man, definitely a new thing, man. I've got her situated, and see who gets on who nerves the most. I see Twin in the building. My broski Tim Layton, hashtag JBT. Definitely a foundational shorty is in the building. Salute to you, man, and your wife, man. Always a pleasure to see you in the building. What B. Shreezy saying right now? He said, moving is always draining but rewarding. Salute to everyone in the hangout. Yes, indeed. B3 is just so positively shorty, man. I enjoy, I think this is, I mean, not to say he wasn't positive before, but it seems like he did some more upward mobility and did some changes in his life, man. Because I mean, he is just totally just exuberating of positivity to this. I love it, brother. I'm in a reformation of my own, man, and I'm gonna tell you, man. I don't know if Denzel is getting this information from pre-written form or is this just coming from up out of him. But Denzel Washington, man, does motivational speaking. And let me tell you something, man. All day when I'm outdoor dashing, I'm listening to Denzel and all his wealth of knowledge on life, man. And I'm gonna tell you, man, it is just a breath of fresh air. It's a breath of fresh air, man. And I am really enjoying listening to all the motivation. And I believe that, we're like computers, man. What they say, garbage in, garbage out, but positive stuff in, you know. I feel though that if you just keep on bringing good stuff into you, you know what I'm saying? It washes out the bad stuff, man. And also having positive people around you, you know what I'm saying? Because to be truthfully honest, man, if you surround yourself with good, positive people, and you're feeding yourself good positive information, if it's from reading the Bible or motivational speaking or just speaking inward to yourself, man, it will definitely give you a thorough cleansing inside. One prayer that I pray is, God, create in me a clean heart. You know what I mean? It's so important, that he created me a clean heart, man, because I know what's inside of me. You know what I mean? I never claimed to be a amazing individual and just upstanding. No, 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 no. I know what's inside of me, man. And I ask God to wash it each and every day, man. You know what I mean? Because I can't lie to myself. Some people lie to themselves, man. But I think if you can lie to yourself, that makes you a very sick individual and you need professional help. You know what I'm saying? So these days, I just want to keep positive people around me. You know what I mean? And feed goodness in me. Keep feeding that light, man, so I can be a better person. And then when I can put back out what I have experienced to know is true, to help others, man. You know what I mean? And I think that's generally what we're on this earth to do, is to be a light for others, man. You dig? As we receive good light and we walk in the light, we should be able to put that light back out and show other people the way as well, man. Because you know what I always say, it ain't no fun unless the homies get some. Back in the day, we used that term for something totally different. But now I definitely want to use it in a better way. I see Be More own Lewis 4500 in the building. He said, yo, 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 salute to the hardcore boxing. Happy holidays to you and the hangout. Appreciate that, man. Anybody hitting any barbecues or anything like that today? I supposed to be going to one. One of my brothers from my church, he just moved in my area and he's throwing a barbecue at his house today. So I think I'm going to slide through there for a minute. You dig? And freeload on some food, rub up against it. I know it's going to be some good, clean, good, clean fun there. You know, uh, a lot of the people from the church, well, I'm more than sure 98% of the people from the church will be there. You dig? So I'm definitely going to go slide over there and hang out with them for a minute, eat up some good food. Then I get back on the road to work. I plan on doing some work today. Real prison talk with Tommy said, I'm working all morning. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. I plan on working today too, man. I was working this morning before I came on the show. It wasn't as productive as I wanted it to be because DoorDash threw a wrench in my program today. I wasn't able to go to the areas I wanted to because they said I wasn't scheduled to go in the area. So I wasn't happy about that. But that's okay. You know what I mean? When life gives you lemons, just make lemonade, man, for sure. And that's what I plan on doing. Not allowing to circumstances and issues and all those type of things to control my day. You know what I mean? I think one of the strongest statements someone said to me is, don't allow 5% of your day to ruin the other 95%. You know what I mean? And I actually try to uh, utilize that, because that's so important. Why let a day, 5% of your day, just ruin the rest? Accept what that 5% happened, evaluate it, and see how you can not duplicate it. You dig? And then move forward and enjoy the rest of that 95% of the day that could be great. Frequent flyer in the building. Where you been at, man? He said, salute, OG. You probably been working like crazy. Good to see you in the building this morning. Lewis 4500 said, happy birthday to my eldest daughter. She turns 33 today. That's what's up. 33. Yes, indeed. That let me know you an old fart. You an old fart if you got a 33-year-old daughter. But trust me, I'm an old fart. My oldest child is 38, which is a daughter of mine. She's 38, so that makes me an old poot too. That makes me an old poot too, man. Yes, indeed. I'm trying to think what else went on this weekend. And that was it for me, man. I was able to make a meal last night. I made some stir fry yesterday. I made shrimp and steak stir fry last night, which was pretty good, if I had to say so myself. Look, I made it. I went upstairs, man. I had all the fixings in it too. I had the bamboo shoots, had the little crunchy circly things, and the baby corn and the bean sprouts. Oh, you had it, the onions, the green peppers, red peppers, everything, man. And yeah, it was pretty decent, man. And I went upstairs, ate that, took a shot, and fell straight to sleep. Left the damn meal on the stove. But the beautiful thing now is my mama, she live here, and she lives on the first floor. So she's right next to the kitchen. So she put the food away for me. Thank God she did, because then it would have been just wasted. You know what I mean? So she put it away for me. So touche for mama, man. Yes, indeed. You dig. All things in the building. He's hashtag AMC FSG is in the building. Salute to you, my broski. Good to always see you in the hangout. That brother is always in the hangout every single day. He don't do a bunch of chatting and all that, but he's here. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that, man. I don't know if I ever told you, but I'm going to tell you right now, man. I appreciate the amazing support that you give the hangout, man. And definitely a foundational shorty, man. So I appreciate you, brother, for sure, man. Without a doubt. Hell yeah. So yeah, man, that's about it, man. We got the topic in the title, man. Terrence Crawford feels though that his fight with him and Canelo could outdo Mayweather versus Pacquiao. Now keep in mind, Mayweather and Pacquiao did over 4 million pay-per-views. If you believe that Crawford and Canelo can outdo Mayweather versus Pacquiao, give me a thumbs up in the chat, man. And if so, tell me why. Tell me why. I don't even think Tampa Tommy believe that. I don't even think Tampa Tommy, little Tim Layton said, no way. Yeah, I agree with you. No way. I don't think it can happen, man. You did. You're talking about it has to be it would have to be, you're talking about a perfect storm. A perfect storm, man. It had to have a perfect look. Even Prison Talking Tommy said, nah. He said, I can only go so far when it comes to budget. There's no way in the hell. Man, and you know what? I'll be honest. I would love for it to happen for Crawford. It will make up for all the bad pay-per-views he done had thus far. And it would, you talking about a socket to his pocket, man. Man, that would do some incredible, man, that'll make him a lot of bread. Oh my goodness. Now, there's been talk that he's making 100 million for this fight or close to it. I don't know how true that is, man, but damn, I hope it's true. Damn, I hope it's true, man. You did, because if anybody deserves it, let's say Crawford deserves it, man. I know y'all always say I be hard on Crawford, and I'm not hard on Crawford. I'm hard on Crawford's resume, and it ain't his fault that the times that he ended up fighting particular people were that they were at their end, or they came up in weight, or whatever it may be. No matter what, Crawford was ready and willing to do what he needed to do each and every time. And let me make sure we put this in there as well. Even that any of those people that Crawford fought was in their prime or started out in the same weight class at him, I still feel though Crawford would have beat all those guys, with the exception with a 50-50 with Spence. I would have loved to see Crawford and Spence when Crawford first got into the 47 weight division. Probably if I did the X's and O's, it probably would have still gave an edge on Crawford winning the fight. Due to, I feel though that Crawford has better feet, better ring generalship, and I feel though he is the more smarter fighter. All right, y'all heard me say it. You dig it. You know what I'm saying? Spence was just an unmovable object, man. He was just a train at full force ahead. You know what I mean? And I think if they had fought when Crawford had just got into the 47 division, it would have been a more competitive fight. That's all I'm saying. I think it would have been a more competitive fight. I don't think it would have been that one-sided ass whipping that Spence predicted. He just predicted it for the wrong person. All righty, hold on. I see some of y'all talking some stuff, which I say. Real Prison Talker Tommy says Spence is the one who wanted to save Bud for last, so I don't want to hear. I agree. Yeah, no, I agree. I'm not saying that. I said. No, it ain't the wear and tear. I didn't. It had nothing to do with the wear and tear situation. I just felt though it would have been a better fight, and probably the same outcome of Crawford winning, but by maybe a split decision. Okay, I just feel though that it would have been more competitive. I don't think that the Spence that we seen that night against Crawford was the Spence that we're used to seeing fighting. That's what I'm saying, young man, Tampa Tommy. And you know it in your heart too. If they had fought during that particular time, it would have been a better fight. You know it is, Tommy. You ain't got to agree with me on live. Mike Rim say, did you see what a pass is a prime and weight gain? Kell Brook indoor fuel around the brook that Fort Spence stop him. What the hell? Did you see what a pass is prime and weight gain? Kell Brook indoor fuel round the brook that forts. Man, what the hell? How many bags of weed you smoked this morning, man? That is making absolutely no sense to me right now, brother. Rewrite that, please. I do not feel like bringing out my Ebonify hat and decode that. Tommy pre-fight, EJ looked like Sugar Ray on Monday after a weekend with Sally. You say look like Senior on a Monday after a weekend with Sally, eyes low and red. Boy had no legs. I know, no excuses. Right. That Brook that fought Spence would have beaten Crawford. Thank you. God damn. I don't know what the hell you wrote the first time, boy. Look, I know I hit that bag, but I don't know what bag you was just hitting. God damn. Yeah. Hey, let me tell you something. Brooks, the Brooks that fought Triple G, that Brooks would have been a tough cookie for anybody. He would have been a tough cookie for anybody. The Brooks that fought Triple G. He was whipping Triple G ass for what, 1 or 2 rounds? But it was just that punishment, man. It was just too much for him. Yeah. That punishment was a little bit too much for him, man. Yeah. And then to get 2 eye sockets broke, man, he was definitely a shell of himself. Definitely. About time he finally fought Crawford, he had been up to 54 and then came back down to 47, which he should never have seen 47 anymore. Even when he was at 47, he was a big 47. He was a big 47 then. So to come all the way back down and fight Crawford at 47 was a big no-no for him. Now, no matter what, I think it probably would have been the same outcome. Even if Crawford had went up to 54 and fought him, Crawford would have beat him. Yeah. I think after Spence, Brooks' 2 best fights was Triple G and Spence. After that, he had no more. He was no more good. Yeah. As Tampa Tommy once said, the pound of flesh was definitely left in the ring. So that was 2 pounds of flesh. Eddie Hearn ruined Kell Brooks by letting him fight Triple G. Yeah. Triple G, man, was a unicorn, man. And just to see Canelo fight him 3 times leads to the testament of how durable Canelo is. Because Triple G, man, shit, was definitely the hands of stone. Definitely the hands of stone, man, for sure. You dig? So it is what it is. Let me see. Did I miss anything? 100% coach. And Kell Brooks was tough by the time he fought Crawford. He was a shell. Oh yeah. Well, about time. Yeah. And then he had to come down to 47. And shit, for the first round, he was doing good, man. He was dealing with Crawford with the jab and everything, which made him it was good. Triple G beats Canelo twice. Yeah, I think one of those fights, I feel though, Canelo, when you got a good dog, you can ruin him by putting a bigger good dog on him. That's so true. You know what I mean? That makes you wonder about this up and coming fight with Crawford and Canelo, because you got a great dog fighting a great bigger dog. But if anybody can pull it off, I think Crawford could. Station break me, please. If anybody can pull it off, I think Crawford could pull it off, man. You dig, for sure, man. But I tell you what, if you're interested, hold on 1 second, y'all. Make sure I got this right. If you're interested in making good picks, man, check this guy out.
B3 Picks. Hit us in a big shout out to the JBT Just Boxing Talk. Shout out to the Polo Don, J Hardcore, Hardcore Boxing News, and all of the channels of the JBT. They looking out for B3 Picks and B3BoxingPicks.com. Let's go green. At B3BoxingPicks.com, we provide pre-fight boxing picks of the week, but also live boxing betting options so we can make money pre-fight or during the fight betting on the beautiful sport of boxing. Follow me on all social medias at B3 Boxing Picks. Also follow my YouTube page, Not Another Boxing Channel, presented by B3 Picks, and join the membership. Go right now to B3BoxingPicks.com. It's only $10 a week or $25 a month. I'll add you to the WhatsApp or Telegram group so you can receive the weekly picks and we can go green together. Let's go green.
I'm about going green for sure, as long as that green is going into my pocket. Frequent Fly say Bud is on his way out, OG. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. If Crawford, I mean, let's look at it both ways. Crawford beating Canelo makes Crawford 3-time undisputed champ, which has never happened before. He already got it for 2 times. Okay, so then it's definitely automatic GOAT talk. But then right along with that GOAT talk, it's going to be naysayers saying, well, you know, he beat a Canelo that was probably on his way out, been fighting since he was 15 years old, been in a lot of wars, i.e. with Triple G, you know what I'm saying? And up until now, he's really haven't had any fights recently with anybody elite. Well, the last elite fighter, I personally think, was the Chinese dude. Bivol. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Him against Bivol was a good, you know. Cash Sports said Clarissa Shields 3-time undisputed for sure. But I was basically talking about men boxers. I was talking about men boxers, you know. But yeah, definitely Clarissa Shields is without doubt the GOAT, you know, for sure. And Mike Rim said that sounds like the naysayers. You. No, I'm just saying that's what they're going to say. You know, I told you I'm down for Crawford. I want Crawford to win this. I want that for him. Y'all know I'm not a Canelo guy at all. Mike Grimm, I know you're a Canelo guy. I know you're a Canelo guy. I know, you know, I know you wear the red bandana and you're probably part Mexican too. Okay, but now let's look at it on the flip side. Canelo beats Crawford. Canelo's not going to get any nobody's going to really give him no big award about him beating Crawford. They're just going to say, oh, so what? You brought somebody up from a low weight class like you always do. You dig? And there it is. Yeah, you know what I mean? So Canelo, to be honest, only thing that makes, only way Canelo wins in this is at the bank. Canelo's winning all the way to the bank. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going to make a shit ton of money. Real Prison Talk with Tommy said Canelo's the greatest Mexicano of all time. I think he could have been, in my opinion, if he had stopped doing the cherry picking. If he had continued on fighting, you know, without doing a bunch of cherry picking, I could give him the greatest Mexicano of all time. But him not fighting Benavidez will always be a stain in my brain. And that will always be what they're going to say to him. He said nobody gives Canelo credit for moving up. Only person when he moved up that I felt though was competitive was when he fought Kovalev and when he fought Bivol. The rest of them was low hanging fruit. He was even trying to fight Magumbi or whatever his name is, man. And Dazin was like, no, we're not gonna let you do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So Nello should have fought David. Did Chavez fight everybody? He fought a bum of a month type tour. Yeah, but one thing about Chavez, everybody fights some bums, but when it was time for him to fight the elites, he fought them. You know, he fought Purnell. You know what I mean? He fought Meldrick. Was it not Meldrick Taylor? But you know, the dude that he should have beat him. The guy that should have beat him. But they gave it to Chavez, and on the 12th round, they stopped the fight, which was some bullshit, Nick. You know what I mean? He fought Oscar. He fought everybody, man. You know, he fought no, what's my guy name? Mayweather's uncle. Nobody knows shit about boxing. He fought all the people he's supposed to have fought, man. You know, and to be truthfully honest, that record that Floyd has, that 50-0 record, you know, yeah, Roy did fight Ruiz when he went up, man. He definitely fought Ruiz, but I've never been impressed with Roy Jones' resume anyway. You dig? But that ain't his fault. He fought the people that were around in his weight class at the time. You dig? Just like Hal Crawford did. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I know a lot of people are not going to agree with me with this, but it's okay because this is the hangout. We all get a chance to voice our opinion, and it might be right in some eyes and it might be wrong in some other eyes, but we respect everybody's opinion in here, and you know, and we move forward with it, you know. So I get it, but Canelo, you know, he been on the cherry tour for a minute now. He been on the cherry tour for a minute now, and not to say that he wouldn't have whipped their ass again. You know, I think if he had fought the Charlo during that particular time when Jamal Charlo was that dude, I still felt though Canelo would have beat him. Yeah, if Canelo had fought Jamal Charlo when they both was in their prime, I still think Canelo would have beat Charlo. I would have loved to see that fight though. And we will get that fight probably this year or next year. We'll probably still get that fight this year or next year. You know what I mean? Because at this particular time, Canelo is about that do re mi fa sol la ti. That's Mildred Taylor at 40 was the 12 round stoppage. That's what I thought it was, Mildred Taylor. That was crazy. I watched that fight. Taylor had Chavez down bad, Jack. And Chavez had to equalize. He caught Mildred. And it probably might have been 1 or 2 seconds left in the round, man. And they stopped it. Who does that in a championship fight? And it's like 2 seconds left in the fight. Fuck it. Let him go out on his shield. I thought that was some cooked up stuff right there, man. Some of my old heads, y'all remember that fight. All things says Bud and Nello ducking smoke in the way on in their own weight classes, though. Yeah. Man, if Canelo wanted that Benavidez fight, it could have definitely been his fight to have. Nah, man, the ref got to look in his eyes and seen he was out of it. 2 seconds left, Tampa Tommy. I get it. Them 2 seconds could have unalive them. You're right. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Uh, was it even 2 seconds? I don't even know. But that was one of those fights that we were not happy about. Was not happy about because he gave Chavez the business that night, man. But Chavez's record was crazy, man. I think Chavez was like 72-0 before he even lost his first fight. I know Cass is in here. He's our box historian, and he would know better than me when it comes to stuff of those actual dates and times. But if I'm not mistaken, Chavez was 72-0 when he finally lost his first fight, man, which is crazy work, man. Right. His record was 106, 6 losses and 2 draws. That is crazy. Mildred Taylor was super bad, but that Chavez fight took a lot. Yeah, that pound of flesh again. Correction, 107. Yeah, man. But yeah, somebody check and see when he lost his first fight. Was it 72-0? 72 or 76. I know it was in the 70s. If my boxing mind still serves me correct. You dig. But yeah, man. In my eyes, Chavez will always be the best Mexicano in my life. You dig. Hands down. Hands down. Say Chavez beat the crap out of Camacho. Yeah. Chavez was a bad man. Shit. He beat Mayweather pretty bad too. They was calling Mayweather at the time the Mexicutioner. They was calling Roger Mayweather the Mexicutioner and shit. Yeah, he used to whip some Mexicans' ass, man. He said 89-0 when he lost to Frankie Randall, the surgeon. Man, Frankie could punch. Damn, he was 89-0? That's crazy, man. 89 consecutive wins. Canelo couldn't even lay Chavez's shoe, man. He said his first 55 fights was in Mexico. That's a backslap coming from Mike Rim. That's a backslap when he say 55 of his fights was in Mexico. You know what he's saying, y'all. That's shade. That's the join Cash Sports today for a deep dive into the 9-4 Kings at 2 p.m. Eastern time today. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. Y'all off today, so y'all should be in there watching, man, for sure. At 2 p.m., I'm supposed to be going to the cookout. I'm supposed to be going to the cookout. I gotta find out what they want me to bring to. I always believe if you come to somebody's house, you're always supposed to bring something. That's how my mother reared me. You don't go to people's houses and don't bring something. You know what I mean? That's how I was brought up. I don't care. I don't bring some toothpicks, watermelon. You know what? That's what I might do. I might bring a watermelon. Black man show up with a watermelon. Chavez stopped the Black Mamba twice. Yeah, man. Chavez is a bad mother. Shut your mouth. Chavez stopped the Black Mama twice and beat Hector Camacho before he drew with Cornell. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. Canelo couldn't lace Chavez's shoe, man. You can make a good case for Salvador Sanchez as yeah, Salvador Sanchez was a bad mother. Shut your mouth as well. But my guy will always be Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. His son is definitely a disgrace to the name. And I ain't going back and forth with none of y'all about that either. Real Prison Talk with Tommy says Shakur versus Cepeda will look like Sweet Pea versus Chavez. Wow. Okay. So it's going to be a draw? Oh yeah, Shakur is definitely gonna. It's going to be a boxing lesson. It will be a master class. Definitely be a master class. Now, if Shakur can stop Cepeda, that would do him good in the eyes of the public. Cepeda would be a good person to stop and could really give Shakur some brownie points. Lord knows he needs it. You know what I'm saying? And it is actually kind of horrible to even have to say that, being as though all he does is win. The motto of boxing is to hit and not get hit. And Shakur does that extremely well. Might not be the most exciting fighter out there, but when you look at his stats, second to none. Amazing stats. I would love to see two fights, Shakur. Now I know y'all think I'm saying Shakur and Javante, but no. I like to see Shakur versus Andy Cruz, and I also would like to see Shakur versus Roach. Either one of those fights, I feel though, would be high speed chess and skills at the highest level. I like both of those fights. Now I'm gonna tell you, the kid Andy Cruz, I like him a lot. I like Andy Cruz a lot, and Shakur does too. I remember watching a fight, Andy Cruz. It might have been his second or third pro fight, and remember Shakur tweeting with excitement about Andy Cruz skills and defensive prowess. Andy Cruz, man, if you are one that can appreciate the sweet science, you'll love what Andy Cruz has to offer. His defense, oh my goodness, I love it. Frank Martin, I'm confused. Mike Rim, what are you saying when you say Frank Martin? You want to see Shakur versus Frank Martin? If so, I'm taking your hardcore status away from you for one day. Frank Martin is nowhere near on the level of Andy Cruz or Shakur Stevenson or Lamont Roach. Sorry. respectfully. Frank Martin is not on that level at all. There's levels to this. And he is not on their level at all. Respectfully. Real Prison Talk with Tommy said Andy Cruz is a master of distance and throws punches in bunches. Shakur Stevenson is also a master of distance. He don't throw punches in bunches, though. And that would make it an exciting fight because with punches in bunches, it increases the chance of you getting caught. That's why Mayweather never really threw punches in bunches, because he knew it was a chance that he could get caught in between punches. So he eliminated that with the pot shot. Mayweather wasn't about risk taking. Mayweather's about winning. Mike Grimm said yes, Shakur and Frank. Okay. I'm not interested in that fight personally. Certain fights you know the outcome completely. Shakur would box circles around Frank Martin. Makes too many mistakes. And his heart is bigger than his skills, if you understand what I'm saying. It would be a boring fight. I don't think Shakur would stop him, but he would box his ears off. I'd rather see Frank Martin versus he's at 35, right? Or did he move up to 40? Trying to think what would be an interesting matchup for Frank Martin. Shit. I'd rather see Frank Martin and Keyshawn Davis right now. And I feel, though, that Keyshawn is more intelligent than Frank as well. But Keyshawn's a risk taker, so which would make it a more exciting fight. I believe Keyshawn wins. I'm just Frank Martin. He's all right. He all right. But he got in the game late. You know what I'm saying? And Real Prison Talk with Tommy said 40. So he at 40 now. Let him fight Joe Rockhead. Little midget dude. Ryo versus Martin. Good fight. I like that. Oh, yeah. Good matchup, Tommy. I like him with Joe Rockhead, too. What's the kid that did with Tank? Yeah, I call him Joe Rockhead. I think we being harsh on Frank. But first of all, welcome, Remo. I see you're doing a little peekabooism. Welcome. He said, I think we're being a little harsh on Frank Martin. Frank was putting the correct pressure on Tank, but Tank got that power that are game changers. Shakur doesn't have the same power if pressure is applied. Yeah, I just feel though that he boxed Frank's ears off. Pitbull, there you go, Tim Layton. Appreciate that, twin. Pitbull versus Martin is an interesting fight at 40. I like that. Give me Pitbull versus Martin for entertainment factors. Yeah, I like that. I like that fight a lot. Let's give me that one. But Shakur and Martin, I ain't interested in. Respectfully. Frank was gassed out after 4 rounds. He moved around until he got clipped. Yeah. Well, Frank got all those muscles, man. And as you know, when you got a lot of muscles, when you got those muscles, look, Mike Rim said, thank you, Remo. He got a co-defendant, y'all. I still don't want to see that fight. I forgot what I was thinking. Yeah, Pitbull, yeah. But yeah, I still don't want to see that fight at all. And goddamn, why hasn't he fought since? Last time he fought was against Tank, and he ain't did nothing but be on Instagram all the time now. Frank was also drained like hell, making 35. That's his fault. If we give anyone credit for being drained, I think Frank would look better at 40. I think he'll look better at 40. Yeah, he was definitely drained, but whose fault is that? Right? You signed the contract at 35. You could have not fought the fight and not got that bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't give participation trophies, man, because of you were drained. You have a right to fight that fight. You were in 35. Was he ever fighting at 40 prior to that? He chose to be at 35. So no, you drained, that's your damn fault. You signed the contract, that's your fault. I don't want to hear the drain conversation. You're drained because you drained yourself, because you're fighting in the weight class you know you shouldn't be in no more. So that's your fault. I ain't going back and forth with none of y'all either. SP got beats. Salute, bro. Appreciate you stopping through. You did. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't gonna do that. Stop that, OG. What my nemesis is saying now? Let me see what the youngster. He like going back and forth with me. Stop that, OG. So what the hell was Earl issue? Drained that champ with a belt? Stop it, family. I ain't say nothing about Earl being drained. Did I say something about Earl being drained? Never came out of my mouth at all. So I'm confused. All I ever said is I think Earl was high that night. And I'm gonna stand on that. I think that pack that Mike Tyson gave him, I think he ate all the gummies that was in it. Speaking of gummies, I think I'm gonna have me a gummy today. Well, maybe I shouldn't, since I'm going around the church folks today. Y'all know how them gummies do me, boy. My eyes be on Ching Chong Boogie Down. I be on Ching Chong Boogie Down status. Polo Factory. Don't miss out the Memorial Day savings. 25% off today. Okay. Ain't got no bread for it though. What else? What else, Remo guys? Hey, people made all the excuses in the world for Earl. He signed the contract and got dog walked. He said, I got time today. Oh, nah, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got no time today. I ain't got no time today. How about that? Matter of fact, it's time for what's happening in the world of boxing. So let's get that started. And we'll move forward from there. Hold on. Okay, so it's time for what's happening in the world of boxing today. Let's see. Okay, first of all, Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul is in conversation for November. And I know y'all probably saying, oh, Jay, come on, man. They're not doing this. But let me say this, y'all. Let me say this. That fight was actually in the makings. It supposed to have been the fight after Gervonta, after Lamont Roach. But Roach derailed it. I even verified this with PBC. And I was told that this fight was in negotiations prior to the Lamont Roach fight. This was actually a thing. Recently, Jake Paul put out yesterday that the fight's supposed to be in November. No restrictions. At 198. 10 rounds, 3 minutes per round. That is what he put on his verified Instagram page yesterday. And let me show you what else he actually put out subliminally. You dig? Check this out. Check this out.
Time to end the debate. Me versus one gorilla.
Be careful.
Hey, buddy.
Trust me. What do they call Gervonta Tank Davis? The gorilla. The killer gorilla, I call him. All right. So when he does that just now, it's publicity for the up and coming fight that he's trying to have with Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, let me say this, y'all. If they do pull this fight off, if any fight will have a chance of breaking Maypac, would be this one. Especially, hear me out before y'all start chewing my head off. I know Remo, like, that's wow. I heard your mind just now, Remo. Okay. The way they would market this would be crazy. Jake Paul following, Gervonta Tank Davis following, and every casual in the world will watch this. It is definitely a smash and grab. You see how Jake Paul ran from the gorilla, right? I wouldn't be surprised if that's exactly how the fight goes. I mean, we done heard so many things of how Gervonta Davis has whipped heavyweights, light heavyweights in sparring and this, that, and other. We definitely know that Gervonta, skill-wise, is light years over Jake Paul. I'm with G Peasy. I mean, not G Peasy. Salute to G Peasy. What's up, G Peasy? Know you listening. I'm with B3. I'm betting on the draw. You dig? That's where my money at. Plus 1,400 draw. I got $200 on the draw that night. That's all I got to say about that, y'all. That's all I got to say about that. My money is on the draw. You dig? GPZ taught me that, y'all. Bet the draw. Ace Boogie. What's up, Ace? Man, good to see you. What you been doing? A lot of working, man. I don't see you as much. I'm not letting these guys move a pay-per-view date. All I know is Al gave the thumbs up for this fight to happen before. It's a money grab. Tank could be crazy not to take the money. It's that walk away nest egg money. Nest egg money. Big bread. Big bread. Remember when I say that Javante needs a Manny Pacquiao? Well, unfortunately, Jake Paul could be his Manny Pacquiao. Not as a skill fight, but something that the spectators will watch. David and Goliath. I don't care how you want to look at it. What, Jake Paul, what, 6'1"? Tank 5'5"? Shit, Barrios was 6'1", 6 foot. The weight difference is crazy. Tank probably come in at 160. That's crazy. That Jake bag undeniable. Damn right. Yo, Jake Paul is selling $1 million ringside tickets, man. $1 million ringside. The night of the Tank versus Jake Paul, I wouldn't be surprised if they sell a ringside seat for $5 million. The brother know how to get to the bag, man. It is what it is. The undercard will be crazy dumb. It'll probably be on Netflix. It's out of this world. I don't even know if I would want to go to it. You say Jake Paul is a nut. Yeah, I wouldn't have never got that close to a gorilla in my life. I wouldn't. Now, I have done some stupid stuff in my life. I did get into a cage with a tiger before. But I'm more, and I had my daughter with me. I don't know. I was stupid. Yeah. I was probably 20, 21, 22 years old. And they had, you know how you had those carnivals. They used to have this carnival at Redskin Stadium in DC. And they had a tiger in there, and you could take a picture with the tiger and shit, yeah. And I'm pretty much sure that tiger probably was doped up like hell. But I'm gonna tell you how I almost shit bricks. He yawned, man, and a tiger yawn is a roar. And I probably shit myself. I wish I still had that picture, man. But yeah, me and my daughter, I'm gonna ask her if she remember that. I would love to find that picture. I got in there with her. Yeah, dumb. I know that was stupid as hell. I much rather see him fight T.O. Haney. Yeah, it ain't about. This isn't it about skill. This is purely about the bag. He said there'll be better fights in the audience. Oh yeah, Cass. I'm not paying for. But I don't even think that you're gonna have to pay for it, Cass. Because if they put it on Netflix like they did before, we'll get to see it for free. And it seemed like Jake Paul got an agreement with Netflix. Bruce Gads, Boxer, Jazz, and more said, like P.T. Bottom said, there is a seat for every ass. Yeah, we say that in the car business. In the car business, we say that there's a seat. It's a butt for every seat. See what it do, man? Hell yeah. All right, let's get back to what's happening in the shit. We just spent 15 minutes on that. All right, hold on. All righty. Next. Okay. Hold on. Let me pull it up. God damn it. I didn't even okay. I know what to do. I want to do it like we did the last time. Okay, Bud Crawford lands in Australia. Calls Zoo fight a win if they was ever to fight. and odds Canelo clash as the biggest fight ever pay-per-view. Poppycock, y'all. Y'all know that's poppycock. You know damn well that y'all know damn well that there's nowhere in the hell they'll beat Maypac. They won't beat Maypac, but I'm giving Crawford his roses, man, and not just me. A few others have given Crawford his roses, man, and some of the best out here. Check them out.
How good is Crawford?
Crawford is amazing, not just good. He's amazing. I think he should be in the book for
Really? Is that good?
how to learn boxing. You know.
Really?
He's a very good fighter. Yeah, I like to watch his fights.
For me, pound for pound, number one is Terence Crawford. I like this man.
I think it's Crawford first.
I think Terence Crawford right now in the sport of boxing is the pound for pound best fighter in the sport of boxing right now.
There you have it. There you have it, man. I mean, hands down, some of the best that are on the pound for pound list, all saying Crawford is numero uno. You dig? Is numero uno. How many of y'all agree that Crawford is the number one pound for pound? I agree. I definitely agree with that. All right. What's next here? Will fans boo Shakur Stevenson out of the stadium? Will they boo him out of the stadium, y'all? No, I think that this is going to be a showcase fight for Shakur. That's my opinion. I think it's going to be a showcase fight for Shakur. Okay, so no, I don't think he gets booed. I think it's going to be a spectacular performance as long as his hands hold out. All righty, Crawford versus Canelo, generational fight or junk food? Whoa. Put it in the chat. Generational fight or junk food? Generational fight or junk food? Knocking on wood, I hope it's a generational fight. And the two egos that are fighting, I got a question for you all. I have a question for you all. If Crawford was in the same exact weight class as Canelo, do you think Canelo would have took this fight? Put it in the chat. Again, if this fight, I already know, Mike Rim, what you're going to say. You're going to say yes. If Canelo and Crawford was in the exact same weight class, not Crawford moving up to the weight class or none of this stuff, legitimately in the weight class with Canelo, would Canelo have taken this fight? Put it in the chat. Tell me what y'all think. I'm interested in seeing what you all say about this one. Let me look. Tim Layton said hell no. V3 say generational fight. Tim Layton said junk food. Bruce says somewhere in the middle. Okay. Nello and Crawford fighting for the best of the era. I thought you were talking about the Equal Rights Amendment. Tim Layton said hell no. Put it in the chat. Do y'all think if Crawford was in the same exact weight class, not moving up to the weight class, and Canelo in the same weight class, would a Canelo have took this fight? SP got beats is laughing. He would have gotten the Benavidez treatment. BNN Boxing News says no way. Welcome, BNN Boxing News. What you been on, peekaboo status? Good to see you, broski. He said no way. he would have got the Benavidez treatment. Okay. Well, I'll wait for the rest of y'all to come in and chime in. We're gonna move forward. All right, now it's been verified also by Crawford that the fight is definitely going to be in Las Vegas for September the 13th, if I'm not mistaken, if that's a Saturday. The actual venue, they have not said the venue yet, but Crawford has confirmed with his interview yesterday on Fox in Australia that the fight is on in Vegas. Next, Fury retirement. Will he regret the fighting of Joshua? Because it seems like he's not trying to take this fight. I don't believe that, y'all. I still believe that this is negotiation ploy. Fury's very smart. I believe Fury is holding out to see exactly how much money he can get pulled out for this particular fight. And then I feel though, then he will take it. He is milking them for every penny possible. And once he finally got them, he got the promoters on the rope right now, to be honest. He got them on the ropes. Like when Triple G be having guys on the ropes. That's how Fury got he got them by the short and curlies. Because they want to make this fight and they know it'll be the biggest fight in UK history. So he's playing hardball. He's playing hardball, and he's going to definitely come out. Come on, man. Look how much they paid him to fight Usyk. He made, from my understanding, for those two fights, he made $172 million. Could be gas. I don't know. But where there's smoke, there's fire. So it's some validity to it, whatever. And especially when you got the Iron Sheik involved, Turkey Alamo. They're going to make this happen. All right, moving forward, y'all. Thomas promoter eyes Wallen or Franklin fight. This kid, they don't need the rush. They can take their time with this kid, man. This kid could be really something. We're going to see. You know what I'm saying? But they don't have to rush this kid. He's young as hell. He's whipping assicles like crazy in sparring and everything. Moving forward, Haney on the Taylor, called him Shitty Boy. I tell you, Haney is definitely turned into a real Twitter king. I mean, he definitely got the Twitter fingers, man. All right, De Los Santos is promising the end for Keyshawn Davis. You know what? This fight might have had some unction to it, but this man been out the ring so damn long, man, that I really don't think he has a rat's ass chance. I didn't realize how long he's been out the ring. So yeah, I mean, he's doing hellacious promoting. Shout out to De Los Santos for the promotions. But I think ring rust will rear his ugly head, and Davis gonna really make De Los Santos look bad, better than what Shakur did. Caleb Plant and what's that, Renzadig and Charlotte are all gonna be fighting on the 31st. That's this weekend, right? That's this weekend. Matter of fact, I got to get that interview out that I have with Kyron Davis. I'll make sure I get that done today. Let me get that out today for sure. Farmer says it's personal now. It is personal due to all the smack that the Schofields have been talking. Farmer said this is personal. To be truthfully honest, man, I probably gonna pick. I ain't did the X and O's on this yet, but I probably pick Farmer on beating Schofield, man. To be honest, man, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Is this the end for Josh Taylor? I think so. I think he's gonna enjoy. And you know, one thing about them UK fighters, whatever, man, they're they take care of them guys even after they finish fighting. Very seldom you hear about how broke UK fighters are afterwards and everything, man. They take care of their fighters, man. And the last thing you hear about is somebody. You don't hear about Khan broke, or you don't hear about Brooks broke, or a majority of those guys that you don't hear about them being broke afterwards, man. They're taken care of well. I don't know if they have any pension plans or whatever for their boxers or anything, but even the ones from the past, man, seem like they still got bread, man. Like the dude that used to flip into the ring and come in with the flying carpet. I can't think of his name. Somebody will put it in the chat though. Yo, he weighs about 300 pounds now, but look like other than that, he still got that bread though. Lennox Lewis still got plenty of bread, man. Them UK fighters, man, they be all right, man. It'd be the American fighters we be hearing about that be just straight broke, man, you know. Dubois will have Uskas flashbacks and collapse, says Balogan. Balogan. Yeah, yeah. Well, I tell you what, Balogan looks like he's going to have some flashbacks too. To look at him flat on his back, and what's that? Atama hit him with the boo-bop, bang. All righty. Last but not least, and we already talked about this, Canelo and Crawford Vegas fight is confirmed. It will definitely be in Las Wages. You dig? So you're interested in going to that fight, make sure you govern yourselves accordingly. SP got B said, nah, I think he looks at him like Triple G. It could be like Ray Robinson versus Joey Maxim. That's what Bruce Gas says. Okay. SP got Beats is laughing. Cash Sports says, Splintif. No, he wouldn't have taken it. I agree with you, Cass. I don't think he would have. C Wood say Josh needs to pack it up. He has a wonderful career. Okay. Ash Val says Shakur Bright like Stevenson is the throne of the lightweight division and will continue to be on the top of his hesitant opponents to get in the ring with him. Meanwhile, commentators make excuses for all of them. Tim Layton said, if Bud was in 168, I think he would fought Benavidez. I agree. You know what? Somebody I seen wrote, one of these journalists wrote, they said that Crawford got a beeline straight to Canelo. They said he should have worked his way to Canelo. He should have fought Benavidez first and earned his way to Canelo. That's all I got for y'all today, man. Listen here, man. I want y'all to enjoy y'all Memorial Day. I hope you all have some. Hey, send me pics of all the good plates today, man. If you got a good plate, you're going to the you're doing a cookout or you're cooking home or whatever. Send me some food. Y'all know I like that food porn, y'all. Send me some of that food porn, man. Send me those pictures of the best plate. Whoever got the best plate today will get focused on, will be shown tomorrow, man. Yeah. Whoever got the best plate, it will be shown tomorrow. Say My mom Jay, I may ride to the store with Paul. I'll be back at 10:30. You can come whenever you want. All right, okay. All right. Yeah, so that's it, y'all. I appreciate Lottie Don and everybody. I hope you all enjoyed another hardcore party, another hangout. Tim Layton said, I'm cooking home. The fuzz will be out acting crazy. I'm more than sure the police are definitely going to be out there. But listen in, man. Thanks, everybody. Make sure y'all send me. Hey, Tim, I know you're going to be cooking something nice, man. Make sure you send me those pics. Remo, I know you're going to be cooking something nice, man. Make sure you send me them pics. Being in Boxing News, know you on that grill today, man. Send me some of them pics, man. And everybody else that know what to do behind them fires, man. Send me the pics, man. You dig? I ain't going to be doing no cooking today. I'm going to be freeloading, man. I'm going to be freeloading, Jack. Other than that, it's your boy Jay Hardcore Boxing News. Love you all, man. I'm out of here. Peace. Hey, how you turn this damn thing on? We out of here. Peace.